Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Nitish Kumar Singh, Assistant Professor in Christ University. I want to thank UGC Human Resource Development Center of Gujarat University for giving me an opportunity to connect with you and deliver my session on the contemporary digital revolution. I thank Professor Dr. Jagdish Joshi, Professor and Director of UGC HRDC of Gujarat University. I also extend my thank to Dr. Mamta Brahmbhatt for inviting me to deliver this lecture. As the background of the participants are coming from different parts of the country, so therefore my language of the delivery of the session will be in English. Before starting my session, I just want to highlight few points about HRDC DU. HRDC Gujarat University is ranked as a 15 in India and number 1 in Gujarat. It is a pioneer and created history or benchmarks by organizing different kind of refresher courses. For the first time, for the first time in 2018 and 19, the online refresher course held in India, and about 2,500 participants have attended it. The first of its kind online annual refresher program in English language teaching will record break about 9,000 participants in the year 2019 and 20. The same way, the e-content development during lockdown and unlock 1, more than 100 courses were launched and around 4,000 participants have participated successfully and completed their courses across the country. The first of its kind PhD coursework in a blended mode, you can say mix of online and offline for all the registered PhD scholars of Gujarat University, BKNM University, Junagadh, KSKV Kutch University, Bhuj, and is planned from the July 2020. HRDC is coordinating the online e-content creation training as well for all the professors of colleges and universities of Gujarat, along with the Department of Higher Education, Commissionerate of Higher Education and Knowledge Consortium of Gujarat in 2020. Apart from this, we can understand this. UGC HRDC GU was funded by MHRD under RUSA grant of rupees 3.33 crores. It is one of the very few HRDCs which have very fruitfully, successfully organized the programs under it. It has also collaborated with IIM, SPIPA, IT Delhi, Mumbai, and various other institutions. The website of UGC HRDC GU is very dynamic. If you're going to visit it, you will find it's a very different sources are available for your studies, and it is indexed in Crossref and has digital object identifiers DOI. Most of the time, international resource persons were invited, and they have a collaboration MOU with UK and Canadian universities. They also provide the consultancy, and it's a very innovative and establishing training institute. So I will start my topic, contemporary digital revolution. Before moving to the first slide, I just want to show you what are the contents of the topic. So contents will be like digital revolution, digital transformation. What are the pillars of digital transformation? Next generation technologies, role of games and application in marketing. What is gamification? What are the benefits of using gamification in marketing? Anatomy of gamification, world of apps, and lastly, we are going to conclude our topic. So we'll move on the digital revolution. The digital revolution refers to the advancement of technology from analog, electronic, and mechanical devices to digital technology available today. The era started during the 1980s and it is ongoing. Digital revolution also marks the beginning of the information era. The digital revolution is sometimes also called the third industrial revolution. Also called the third industrial revolution, it is the era of digital electronic equipment that started around the 1980s and is still continuing. The era started in 1980s and it is ongoing, so we are going to have a glimpse of it. In 1990s, the World Wide Web had been launched, and in 1996, internet became a normal part of most of the business operations. By the 1990s, the late 1990s, the internet became a part of everyday life for almost half of the, you can say, the Indian population as well as the other part of the country. By 2000, the digital revolution had begun to spread all over the developing world. Mobile phones were commonly seen, the number of internet users continued to grow, and the television started to transition from using analog to digital signals. By 2010 and beyond, internet makes more than 25% of the world population. Mobile communication have also become very important as 70% of the world's population owns a mobile phone. The connection between the internet website and mobile gadgets has become a standard communication. It is predicted by 2025 the innovation of the tablet and you can say the computers will surpass the personal computers with the use of internet and the promise of cloud computing services. The digital revolution is called the beginning of the information era as we can see that the last point highlights the same. This is the starting point of the what we are referred to the digital revolution, which began in the second half of the 20th century. Digital revolution example is the adoption and increase of the digital computers and digital storage of information. Digital revolution going to impact the development of more advanced computer systems and it is going to begin with the inventions of internet and the rise of home computers. As we have defined, it is called as the third industrial revolution. So first we have to understand what are the digital technologies involved in it. Moving to the next slide, the digital transformation. The digital transformation consists of five elements. You can see that in the PPT. First one is digital business strategy and culture. Second one is staff and customer engagement. Third one is process and innovation. Fourth one is technology. And the last one is the data analytics. This digital transformation talks about how customer or how marketer are moving towards the technology, how they are using it for their day-to-day life, or you can say for marketing their products. So first point is strategy and culture. If strategy and culture are not right, it will lead to the degradation of the services. The second one, staff and customer engagement. Staff and customer engagement, if the engagement with the stakeholders are wrong, it will lead to resistance. So many of the times we have faced these type of issues when the customer and staff engagement are not correct. So we are losing our customer. The third one is process and innovation. Without these, incoherent action course will occur. Most of the time, innovation and process will not go in hand. So this type of incoherent actions going to be occur. The fourth one is technology. Really, the differentiator technology does enable digital transformation, and it is therefore vital that the right technology is embraced. We can take the example of phone pay, or you can say the digital mode of paying. Paytm or BMAP. These are the technologies are going to ease our paying method. Because of that, we are habituated with this technology. If this technology is very easy to use, then we are going to embrace it in the future. The last one is data and analytics. Data analytics used for the insights and evidence based decision making. Without it, there will be a simply stagnation. So in most of the companies, people are looking for the data analytics, how they are going to analyze it, what type of conclusion they can derive from the data. So these are the parts of digital transformation. Next, we are going to understand why it has become a revolution after the digital transformation. So to understand this, the characteristic of digital technology is continually changing. It is progressively branching out and boosting productivity across a wide range of sectors and industries. Different events have held, you can say, have led to the broad adoption of digital technologies, which have changed forever the way we exchange and use information. Digital revolution is an example with a wide range of social media and online shopping. We can see that most of the people are buying online. We can say that if we want anything in front of our door, we are just doing Blinkit. If we want anything to eat, we are doing Zomato. So this is the transformation happened, and it is becoming a revolution. Most of the time, digital revolution impacted on those systems which has largely reshaped the functioning of everyday life. So let us understand what are the four pillars of successful digital transformation. The four pillars of successful digital transformations given by Nathan Fur, Andrei Shipilov, Dietlier Roulard, and Antonio Herman Lawrence, 2022. They have written a framework, they have given a framework which tells that these four pillars are very important for any of the understanding the digital transformation. So digital transformation can mean a lot of different things. For leaders, it can be hard to know where you should be focusing investment and what kind of digital transformation you are really after. The authors outline four pillars. As I said, the four pillars, the starting point for you for any company depends on the context, needs, but also the digital maturity they are having. Despite of years of discussion, understanding of what digital transformation means for established companies remains a daunting challenge. Still, leaders put in charge for digital transformation and feel pulled in many different directions. With the competing demands from IT, marketing, sales, and operations, without a clear understanding, if the wrong people are hired and offer put in charge, the wrong resources and the wrong KPIs on the setting the digital transformation project up for failure. The key to cutting through the confusion is to see that digital transformation is not a single thing, but a multifaceted journey. With a differing goal, you can say depending on the industry and the digital maturity. Just as we had to evolve our idea for the computers after the introduction, from device performing a narrow set of tasks at the edge of the organization to one that performs many tasks in many different ways. So it's time to evolve our view of digital transformation. For a monolithic concept to understand that digital transformation means many different things for different parts of the organization. Doing so will help you articulate what kind of digital transformation you are really talking about and plan accordingly. Based on our collective research, you can say their collective research on the companies undergoing digital transformation, they have offered simplifying framework to cut out through the confusion and conflicting demands. The framework suggests that it is having four pillars of transformation. We can see that IT lift, uplift, digitizing operation, digital marketing, and distance businesses. So, in one by one, we are going to cover all the four aspects of the digital transformation. Before going to that, we just I'm going to give you some description about the outline the four pillars and how to invest properly to set a company for the success. So most of the company are looking for which pillar is the right starting point for their company. Depends upon the context, needs, but also the digital maturity. As I have said, typically company tackle the first pillar, what I'm going to describe you as a digital transformation journey. But it is not the only one. It is going to continue upgrade to the add additional pillars as well. The first one is IT lift. So IT uplift says that for many companies, digital transformation starts with upgrading the company's IT infrastructure as well as the mobile infrastructure, database, and the cloud storage. Essentially, this is an opportunity to use budget allocated to digital initiatives to modernize IT and communication platform within the enterprise. When it is completed, an IT uplift provides a company access to up-to-date tools that offer increased employee efficiency, lower IT maintenance cost, and increased employee satisfaction. Some companies are already into this journey, but many of the other companies struggle with this question about how to upgrade the digital infrastructure. Often, this is the first step on the digital journey. It requires IT architects and time, but promises up-to-date platform with more effective tools to serve customers at a lower cost of maintenance. On the other side, more mature digital companies, investment is still required to use advanced tools, and such as you can say artificial intelligence. We can see this in this time. Typically, the CIO or CTO should lead this pillar of the digital transformation, and the KPIs to indicate success are access to new tools, reduce maintenance cost, improved employee satisfaction, and the better business performance. The next one is digitizing operations. As the digitizing operations suggests that it's a critical pillar of the digital transformation, often tackled earlier to the digital transformation journey, and it is used for digitizing, optimizing, simplifying, and rationalizing the existing process. The goal here is to use digital tools, including more advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, you can say 5G and IoT, to streamline business growth. In its most basic form, this pillar, digitizing operation, can mean swapping out analog activities with digital ones, but other times it involves re-architecting the system to meet the needs of the today customer. For example, in the past, when PayPal sent um, payments via email, they had significant time to ensure regulatory compliance. But to enable the instant payments demanded in today's market required re-architecting the PayPal's organization, merging you can say merging one separate division for payments and compliance into one entity. This is more than the just swapping analog process for digital ones. It is about architecting this organization and the digital operations to serve customer better. Digitalizing operation is a fundamental pillar of digital transformation in the sense that without it, your company will left behind by more efficient operators. A company may begin its digital transformation journey by digitizing process and it matures re-architect process entirely. As the company re-architects their processes, they also start to unlock more transformational possibilities. For example, if I'm giving you an example of an European retailer, they have changed its platform to serve customer better. It discovered it could also offer other enabling retailer to create an ecosystem of products and services from third-party sellers to offer to their customers. Because of the need to understand how the business works, digitizing operation often fares better when led by the CFO or CEO. It does require time and technology, but the benefits measured by the central KPIs are savings in time, money, people to solve business problems, and serve customers. Moving towards the third one, the digital marketing. If anyone is looking for the digital solution to win clients, build brand awareness, build profile of the clients, or simply sell online, then you are pursuing a digital marketing pillar. This pillar is different from the others and its focus on digital tools to interact and sell to customers. Not surprisingly, it requires different resources such as investing in capturing clean data, digital tools including artificial intelligence to understand customers, and omni-channel presence. Several global retailers are using digital channels, AI, and predictive analytics to access prospects and customers. Set up digital marketplaces, viral campaigns, and geo-targeting campaigns. Likewise, companies are using artificial intelligence to identify and act on critical customer behaviors. For example, identifying customers likely to leave your service and then intervening before they do so. Typically, the CMO leads this initiative and should focus on KPIs such as return on marketing investment, reduction customer acquisition cost, and generation of a large amount of valuable data that can be used to acquire new customers and better serve existing customers. Let's move on to the fourth point, the last pillar, the new ventures. Finally, digital opens up many new opportunities for established companies. Seizing those opportunities, some of which may be quite disruptive, it requires both developing the innovation and digital capabilities to test and pivot to new resources of growth. Digital may provide the opportunity to create new business models, new products and services, or even collaborate with a large ecosystem to create new resources of growth. Typically, the CEO or the head of the sales lead such initiatives because of the requirement for investment, agility, but most importantly, a team capable of running experiments to validate the new business opportunity. The payoff is new resources of revenue, but the KPIs are more nuanced, typically until economic measures that you are creating solving a significant customer problem and growing profitably. Most businesses have these opportunities at hand, but seizing them requires a greater digital maturity than for an IT uplift or you can say digitizing process. To understand better, I have an example. A large retail bank, which we studied, entered a range of different industries such as transportation, we can say the Ola Uber, the content distribution, we can say the example of music, or you can say T series, and for the TV, Dish TV, e-health, and retail marketplace, just to name a few. The first deputy CEO was in charge of this transformation and built a team that contained individuals with strong innovation capabilities, which tested and built each new businesses. As part of the digital function, executives were also tasked with digitizing the entire ecosystem as well as separate department with the task to build and maintain resulting ecosystem. To measure whether they are succeeding, the bank carefully analyzed their ability to increase customer mention in the core finance services businesses, but more importantly for the new businesses. Let's have a conclusion of this with the one next slide. What it entails, benefits, capabilities required, and C-suite sponsored, or what are the KPIs for the IT uplift for the digitalizing operation, digital marketing, and new ventures. In a nutshell, we can understand by this everyone has who has been a part of digital transformation describes it as a journey. Digital transformation takes time and it is a series of evolutionary, you can say occasionally disruptive steps. Like in any journey, you need to decide whether to go first. Typically, company begin with the IT uplift, digitizing operations, followed by digital marketing and the new business building, or else you can say the new ventures. Like in any journey, you need to decide whether to go first. Typically, companies begin with this IT company. But all four pillars are important to digital transformation. So they may happen in another order. The key to success is simply getting clarity. The digital marketing, digital transformation is not the one thing, but rather many different things. Having the right leader, resources, and measures of success for the journey towards each different pillar can contribute greatly to success. Next, move to the next generation technologies. What are the digital technologies going to become in the future picture? As digital technology will form the backbone of next generation technologies and digital revolution inventions. In the digital revolution timeline, as digital connectivity extends to transport systems, it can lead to more equitable, efficient, and safer mobility. This suggested opportunities for countries to reshape the way people, goods, and service travel. Digital revolution impact with the new technology and hyperconnectivity of devices, and it enables the technology-led efficiency gains of transport system and beyond. Positive global trends over the past decade include improvement in logistics performance and fuel economy, both of which contribute to reducing the aggregate cost of goods as well as fossil fuel energy consumption. The biggest impact of digital revolution on low and middle income countries, however, will likely to through new manufacturing process technologies that affected the production of traditional manufactured goods. So we are going to understand what are the digital future holds. From this figure, we can understand that there are so many digital tools are available, but the one of the kind reason of using digital future holds is we are going to addicted to this and it is very easy to use. But apart from that, we are having some some things which are going to be uh, lightened by the 8 points. We can understand all the instruments, all the devices, all the technologies are now connected with each other. As Internet of Things, we have a figure, we can just see on the PPT, all the devices are connected to each other. Now we are looking for the privacy and security on the devices. The first and most important thing is privacy and security. Whenever our devices are connected to each other, we are looking for the privacy and security. The second thing is more concentration on the video. Previously, we are not having that particular part on the video thing, but now we are, almost everyone is looking for the videos. We have a little distraction with the blogs, with the audio things, and we are now concentrating on videos. If you don't know anything, you just do Google and you will get the YouTube channel, and from the YouTube you will get any type of things you want to learn. The third one is a reduction in personal content and rise in memes. As people are more aware of the technology and they are using it frequently, they are started using the personal content, uploading into the websites. You can say in Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Google Plus, these things. Now the consumer preference for fewer ads and they are looking for the premium services. As the consumer preferred over the free ad video, they are going for the premium site. Most of the companies are looking for the premium version of their products. So that's why they are giving us for free, and then they are asking for the money in the premium version. The fifth one is mobile centric experience. As I have mentioned, in 2025 we are going to have 3 billion plus population will be using mobile phone. So it is going to be mobile centric experience for everyone. So every company is looking for application which is going to be supported by the mobile devices. The next one is no need to type a lot of words. Now we can just text to speech. We can speech to text is there. We can just say hello Google. We can say Alexa. So these are the things which are coming into the picture. The seventh one is more emphasis on visuals. People are looking for a very good picture, good type of images, so that the customers can be attracted towards that particular advertisement or the promotion part. The last one, the influence of AR and VR has just started. Now we can see that the virtual reality come into the picture. We are just sitting in one side and uh, we want to experience the other part of the country. How we can do it? If we don't want to go anywhere, we don't want to spend our money, we are just using the AR and VR. So companies have looking for it, and customers are attracted toward this AR and VR technology. Let's move to the next one, the roles of games and application in marketing. As the use of smartphones and augmented reality, as I told you, the technologies alongside the emergence of digital native generation of users as a major economic force has laid the foundation for gamification. For the gamification, it's incorporated the features of computers and online games into non-games application. Said by the Mikan Alexandru Constantine 2016, Mackler Brunham and Touch of Face 2015, and Seaborn and Fels 2015. In addition to that, technological advances and demographic changes have led to change in the consumption and production patterns, leading to the growth of gamification. Gamified application can attract customers and improve work performance in business, healthcare, welfare, education, training, and the public sector to influence people and drive motivation. So let's understand what is gamification. One of the many marketing strategies that are designed is they want to just interact more and more to the customer. So many companies currently incorporate game mechanics into their brand application, software program designed to deliver a brand rated online experience to consumers, to communicate effectively and efficiently with the consumers. To keep up with the times and meet customers' need, companies are also focusing on delivering brand experience to customers. Unlike the mass media, social media enables companies to engage consumers and offer them brand experiences that differ from they would encounter in the mass media. Therefore, it is important for researchers and scholars and academicians to explore the convergence of gamification, we can say social media, brand apps for marketing the products and services. Gamification, one of the many marketing strategies that are designed to attract customers whose needs may vary widely. Gamification is a recently coined word that denotes the introduction of the main components of a game, such as fun, rewards, and competition into a non-game context, such as website or an application. To increase user engagement, they are promising that gamification is that people have an instinct to have fun and to pursue fun, interesting activities. Gamification is then a theory of fun based on notion that people are more willing to do things they find entertaining than those they are not. Gamification makes inconvenient or boring activities into fun and enjoyable. Gamification concept has been defined as the use of game elements and the process of game thinking and game mechanics to engage users and solve problems. Let's understand what is the gamification. The gamification concept, it says that the use of game elements, the process of game thinking and game mechanics to engage users and solve problems. In a nutshell, if we want to understand, gamification is the application of the mechanics of gameplay such as competition, ranking, scoring system, and non-gaming context. In technological terms, gamification is a business strategy whereby game elements such as fun, competition, rewards, and the voluntary participation of users are incorporated into application to sell goods and services. The proliferation of the smartphone since 2010 has led to the widespread use of interactive applications, creating new business strategies for selling products by using the components of a game and engaging people. Goods and services using gamification framework can engage people, give them incentives and attract them with their entertaining aspects, which is a major element of gameplay. Gamification concept has been defined as the use of game elements and process of game thinking and game mechanics to engage users and solve problems. The emergence of gamification can be explained in technological and cultural terms. Given by the McCain et al. 2016 and Ziselberg and Cunningham 2011. In technological terms, we can see that gamification is a business strategy whereby game elements such as fun, competition, you can say rewards, and the voluntary participation of users are incorporated into applications to sell goods and services. The proliferation of smartphones since 2010 has led to the widespread use of components of a game and engaging people. Goods and services using a gamification framework can engage people, give the incentive, and attract them with their entertainment aspects, which is a major element of gameplay. For this reason, gamification is gaining traction and drawing attention from companies. And in academic circles, gamification concerns changing the world through the power of games. In a nutshell, we can define as gamification is the application of the mechanics of gameplay, such as competition, ranking, and score system, to non-gaming contexts. The non-gaming context includes areas such as training, recruitment, and learning. Each and every marketer is looking for new, innovative ways to reach the target audience, but with the consumers more turned off than ever before by traditional online advertisement. This has become increasingly challenging. From digital marketing world, from 2018 gamification, forum 2018 gamification report, even to noted that 50% of our the survey says that online ads and marketing influence have little or no influence on their behavior. Just to understand more, we are just going through the next part, like what are the four benefits of using gamification and digital marketing strategy. So first, as we can see that in the PPT, improve consumer engagement. So it means that people relationship to traditional forms of online advertisement are changing despite still being highly effective in certain contexts, in such as building brand awareness and having an overriding halo effect. Marketers are always looking for more effective ways for engaging audience. With the reports, a fair number of people are actively hiding traditional ads through the use of ad blockers, especially young people, as people are moving away from traditional advertisement and becoming increasingly apathetic to traditional advertisement. Brands are seeing the need to provide value and build relationship with their customers. Brands need to recognize the value of multiple touchpoints in the decision journey. Whenever we are talking about the gamification, it provides a way for brand to build relationship with their target audience and influence their decision making process. Our report, it means the report says that how consumers previously exposed to gamification are extremely open to it. In fact, 60% of consumers said that they would more likely to buy from a brand if they enjoyed playing a game with it. So the next point is maintain customer relationships. Sometimes we have forgotten amongst the marketers is that relationship need to be mutually beneficial between the brand and their customers. A really exciting opportunity afforded by the gamification is the ability to reward consumers for their loyalty, engagement, and sharing their brand's message in a fun and captivating manner. Just for an example, Starbucks has become a real leader in terms of loyalty programs, offering interactive features and rewards that are easy to redeem. The key to success lies in the fact the app provides a unique and beneficial experience to customers. When where customers gain stars, with the more stars earned, the more rewards. So building a relationship with the target audience can be achieved using the gamification technique in number of ways, including the loyalty programs. Just to understand the loyalty programs, they are example of rewards, badges, and points. The another one is friendly competitions. The example is McDonald's Monopoly game. Third one is personalized content. In personalized content, personalized games based on the customer data is going to be introduced. In a similar way, we can look for the fun onboard games, which have, you can say, the leaderboards in the Nike Plus app. So these are the things which are going to be helpful in maintaining the consumer relationship. So next point is increase brand awareness. Gamified experiences have provided the opportunity for consumers to engage with the brand in a fun environment without feeling like the brand is saying, pick me, pick me. Otherwise, to understand this, brands are always looking for ways to reach their existing audience, new audiences, or reconnect with the old audiences. Gamified experiences provide the opportunity to consumers, like they are intended to provide positive association and relationship for the users, which will hopefully benefit in the long run. As the games are not, you can say, intended to directly lead to the more sales, they provide brands with the opportunity to have a more playful personality. Reflect digital marketing Digital have recently worked with the Fair to create a number of fine games, which have proved to be extremely popular and have reached large media outlets such as Planet Football. The objective for Fair is purely about brand awareness and gamification, provides the perfect condition for engaging with brands in a non-competitive fun way. Now we are looking for the target audience, target generation Z. Gen Z are the biggest group of consumers. If we are going to target the Gen Z, they are the first generation to be brought up with the fast paced technology, including smartphones, tablets, or we can say the AI one. Simultaneously, having notorious short attention span, marketers are going to have a keep pushing the boat out to attract and engage this generation. Gamification techniques are already being used by this generation in education with apps such as Your Monster, Teach Your Monster to read and busy things in the future. This trend will surely going to increase over time. Marketing games, or you can say the games of chance, knowledge games, platform games, tapping games, puzzle, hidden objects, strategy games. They are they are some of the examples of the marketing games done by the Gen Z. Next, we are moving towards the case study. So, just to understand the gamification, we are going through the case study of Marriott gamification. Marriott gamification is basically telling you about the farm village concept, which is caught on as a very popular game. Users are very popular game across social media. The game allowed players to cultivate their farms by plowing, planting, and harvesting crops and trees. While playing, players also care for their farm animals. In a similar way, they are going to bet acquaint users with the hotel industry. The Marriott has developed a game, and that game is going to be similar to the Farmville. And the Farmville where the players have to juggle all the responsibilities of a hotel kitchen manager. In a bid to acquaint users with the hotel industry, users commence playing the game, all the while earning virtual rewards that will enhance the image of the industry in their eyes. Users can start playing this game at my Marriott Hotel page on Facebook by selecting a language from English, Spanish, French, you can say Arabic, Mandarin. There are many other languages. Then begin managing a virtual hotel restaurant kitchen. Hospitality is a fast rising sector, and as Marriott expands in growth markets outside the US, the company seeks to attract more millennials, those between the ages of 18 and 27 years. Getting people interested towards a particular subject becomes easier when they are engrossed in the activity they are playing. Games make absorption of information easier become because they are enjoyable for everyone. With the subsequently, it is the monetization of these games and apps that is the next logical step marketers can take in this direction. Moreover, we can say that the marketer matures, there will be a natural transition towards greater adoption of the paid versions. In a similar way, there is one more example of Nestle. How Nestle has placed or replaced the capture words, the Kit Kat game. So basically, what they did when the company needs to focus on identifying the best influence pathways for companies, they have triggered with the new personalized experience for consumers. At that time, there were two important things were happening, like the internet and the mobile. While a lot has already been said about the internet, so we are going to just focus upon on the mobile part. Mobile penetration in India is very high. As I said, it is going to be cross 3 billion in 2025 the worldwide. Mobile games and applications are very popular in India, and this is going to be developed into 2,700 crore market by the end of the 2023, driven by the strong smartphone growth and expanding 3G, or you can say the 5G user base. Marketers are investing their faith and resources on apps, the hope of monetizing them successfully, and they are constantly on lookout for engaging more and more consumers by luring them through an increased use of gamification and image-based application. This puts gamification in serious investment by marketers. While global hospitality major majorly Marriott developed a gaming concept similar to the popular Farmville, as I have told you about this thing. Now we are just starting our case study of Nestle replaces captcha words. How it started? Captcha represents the security feature that requires website visitor to rewrite distorted words to prove that they are human and not a computer bot. So most of the time it is done by the users, but some of the time it could be the computer itself, they are going to use it. So what happens? Captchas are used to um, bots bots from using various types of computing services or collecting certain types of information. So applications include preventing bots from taking part in online polls. They're going to register for free email accounts, which may then be used to send spam, and collecting email addresses. Confectionery brand the Kit Kat embraced an online interactive advertisement format and gave users a break from frustrating captcha forms. However, Play Captcha, adopted by Nestle owned chocolate bar, asked users to open a virtual Kit Kat by swiping along with a foil by using finger on a touch screen, or you can say a mouse or a PC. Innovative brands are trying to develop a new ways to allow their customers to enjoy their products. KitKat had developed a have a break brand equity for its brand. Campaigns developed were significantly incentive and positioned the brand as a youthful, fun-loving, spirited brand which resonated with the consumers. So as we have discussed about the case studies of Nestle and Marriott, now we are moving towards the anatomy of gamification. So anatomy of gamification, as per the James Bannister, the creator and the owner of consulting agency of DNA, suggests that there are five elements. What are the five elements? The first one is context, content, community, trade, tools, and code. Just to understand this thing, first one is context. Context means the rules and regulation giving a structure to the narration, which at the same time impose limitations. Second one is the content, things we can perceive with our senses. Whatever the gamification technology is providing, we can just have a perceive what we are going to understand, or we can comprehend that particular content. The third one is the community interaction between players. Players are coming from the different backgrounds, so they are making a community, and that community comes as a anatomy of a gamification. The fourth one is trade, the exchange of value. As we have the example of solitaire, you can say rummy. What they are doing, they are just building a community, and then after the consumers are able to trade well. So they are exchanging the money, or you can say the value of that particular cards. In a similar way, tools in the code. Limitation associated with the used technologies is the engine of the game. So it is the basically the part of the motivation part, where where the consumer is coming and they are going to play a game with some of the techniques, and some of them are using the codes. Just to understand this concept of anatomy of gamification, I'm coming up with one of the example. So this example of PNG products pursuit. Procter and Gamble, PNG means Procter and Gamble, launched a game called Product Pursuit. In a virtual supermarket typesetting, players tend to catch an avalanche of products. This gives consumers an exposure to the world of PNG products, with unruly children and stock boys trying to disrupt a player's game. Players are invited to collect PNG products to win a high score. For instance, collecting a Gillette gives a player of 300 points and Crest gives 150 points. At the end of the game, users are rewarded with the fact about PNG. For instance, at 2150 points, a player is rewarded with the fact that, like, as a marketing profession with PNG, you will be responsible for leveraging the knowledge provided by our market research in order to communicate effectively with the consumers. Just to understand more about the anatomy of gamification, um, the categories of the players are divided into five parts, or four parts we can say: the achievers, the socializers, the killers, and the explorers. The killers will be those who are thrive on the competition and have a win at all costs mentality. Explorers will be those players who take a pleasure in game playing activities and elements such as accumulating points or badges, uncovering shortcuts, or figuring out the puzzles. The socializer will be these players will enjoy social component of playing games such as interacting, forming alliance, and collaborating. The last one we can say the achievers. These players are like to achieve, acquire more, and earn point more. They want to earn more points. They enjoy this process of playing and want to play well. They are focusing on whatever the game they are playing, and they like working with others and sharing the joys and defeats of the game. So we are moving to the next slide for the case study, Sahara India. It's all about the online campaign which helped the Sahara Star, the hotel company, to extend the uh, disruption of the technology. So what they did, they have just asked to all the customers of the consumers of the hotel, Sahara Star, to Pinterest to pin pictures of the hotel online. And this Pinterest board was created by them, by the organization as a part of campaign to use the online media to share and propagate consumer generated using content regarding the hotel. Consumer posted a series of pictures acknowledging fond memories of the hotel. These pictures had been clicked by them during their stay. These ranged from party pictures to those of lavish bathrooms. Subsequently, these customers were contacted via Twitter. Sarah formulated the hashtag star insta answers campaign to find out just how much people know about the hotel. So they have asked 14 questions and were formulated around different features of the Sahara star. As the questions were formulated in such a way that only those who had actually been present at the hotel would have been able to answer them correctly. The twist was answer had to be in the form of an Instagram click. A total of 14 questions, 14 days, and 14 winners and giveaway of the hotel's choices merchandise. The campaign was a huge success and drew a huge positive response from across diverse social media platforms. A well-crafted online campaign using a combination of virtual tools helped Sahara identify consumers in evangelists and build a consumer engagement platform. The true challenging lies in leveraging these consumers for future benefit. Making use of contemporary tools has definitely made Sahara a winner in the minds of its potential consumers. So with this, we got to understand like what are the innovative techniques Sahara has used to facilitate the conversation and election coverage. How did the you can say the Hotel Sahara has promoted their products with among the consumers. Next, the last topic of our subject, a subtopic of the topic is worlds of apps. Worlds of apps are like adding a completely new dimension to marketing today. Apps can be defined as a software application typically developed by the brand to allow consumers to gain information about a product or service, thereby forming an opinion or completing a transaction. So basically, application or apps they are termed are optimized for services for the devices um, on which they are to be downloaded on or accessed from. The marketers are using them for the following reasons, like they are going to use for the enhancing reach, positioning brands, stimulating impulsive buying, stimulating consumer engagements. So just understand all of the things. We can just go by one. The first one is enhancing reach. For enhancing reach, application can be used by companies to target a multitude of consumers, especially by integrating them with social media tools. The apps and the Indian movies. The example of enhancing reach is the example when Bhag Milka Bhag, the inspiring biography sports film on Milka Singh, was launched in India. The movie started its promotion on social media well in advance by sharing teasers, facts about the athlete Milka Singh. A series of Facebook apps were used for promoting the movie. These apps enabled the fans to get sneak peeks about the movie and help them bond further. While a first club look enabled fans to get exclusive content, Chase Your Dream enabled fans to share a realistic dream where the app would create customized cover photos for the fans and fans could create their own poster in the Milka fan art app. The Bhag Milka Bhag gaming application further allowed fans to experience the adventure of the movie by running as Milka, playing adventure-packed ranking games, grabbing medals, and seeing themselves on top of the game center leaderboard. So, a typical consumer is attuned to the world of downloading an online app or a mobile application to fulfill his or her routine activities. It can be reserving a train ticket, you can say a movie ticket, ordering a meal from the platform, or searching for information, conducting a banking transaction. Sorry. So it is going to be covered under the enhancing reach. The second one is positioning brand. How positioning brand can be the part of the application used by the companies. The positioning brands campaign with a distinct message strategies. They are going to use it for the positional brand specifically. When an app depicts a specific brand campaign, a complete new way of interacting with consumers are going to be started. This method increases consumers' engagement and strengthens the brand loyalty through the interactivity. So, just to understand this concept of positioning brands, Cadbury Bonvita has started a campaign. It was launched by the it was launched in early 2010, where the chocolate flavor health drink Bonvita launched. The campaign was called Tayari Jeet Ki and stressed on the importance of inculcating good habits in the children by bringing in a winner attitude. Cadbury had always positioned itself as a health drink. This specific campaign focused on ingraining good value systems in children, thereby widening the spectrum of the brand's positioning. A Facebook application enabled fans to kick off good habits and help up their friends. On Twitter, the brand hosted contests around the hashtag Bonvita Good Habits, where users had to share positive views about the practices, and the brand found support in its endeavor from mother across Twitter and the social media platforms. In the similar way, we are going to discuss the stimulating impulsive buying. Having a product app on iPhone, iPad, or you can say any Xbox brings the product into the consumer's hand, thereby giving it more visibility. A higher visual appeal triggers a consumer buy specifically if it is supported by convenience. Just to understand this stimulating impulsive buying, we are taking an example of Pizza Hut. The Pizza Hut is a chomp-a-thon. Pizza Hut allows consumers to place an order using an application. The app claims that it is very easy to order a pizza anytime from anywhere, even while consumers are playing on Xbox. Consumers can enjoy the menu, explore daily specials, and other favorite items. The app enables users to find the closest Pizza Hut store. A high visual appeal stimulates more daily hubs. You can say buys as well. So, whenever the Pizza Hut launched an exciting social media campaign emphasizing the message that size matters, this happened when the brand launched a 23% bigger pan pizza. An exciting social media campaign gave away 23% discount vouchers for the same. They just wanted to promote the campaign with the offers. So, a pizza hitting marathon, termed as the Chomp-a-thon, was hosted on a Facebook application. Participants were asked to chomp away a virtual pizza in the quickest time possible. Twitter influencers are also roped in create the buzz on Twitter, while users were encouraged to share why size matter in different areas of life. So this was the whole about the stimulating impulsive buying. The lastly, we are going to discuss about the stimulating consumer engagements. How it is going to be, you can say, company are using it. Companies are benefiting by peer-to-peer interaction between consumers. When consumers share experiences, or you can say the pictures or posts, they are in a way endorsing a brand or they are engaged with. They are just sharing the experiences with sharing the post pictures and the you can say the video. So just to understand this, Woodland is an example of the consumer engagements. Woodland, the footwear brand, conducted a Facebook hunt for the Woodland Extreme Explorer. With this, the company created a brand personality reflecting its an adventurous spirit. Applicants needed to share their pictures, videos depicting their adventurous side on a cool Facebook application. Where these were put up for voting, the contest rewarded the winner by giving him or her an all expenses paid trip to explore the planet. The last one point, which is not covered here, but we can look up as a leveraging consumer interactive and participation. What is leveraging consumer interactive and participation? When several apps are letting brand capitalize on the user contribution, interaction, conversation, and uploads, so they will be are going to interact with the participation Just to understand this, we are going to take the example of uh, Instagram and digital marketing. So Instagram is an online photo sharing app or video sharing app. You know about this thing, and social networking services. The app enables its users to take pictures and videos, and you can use the filter as well to upload before you are uploading it. Or you are sharing on the variety of social networking services such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Flickr, or many more and many more. Users are also able to record and share short videos lasting for up to 50 seconds. 15 seconds. Brands have been successfully able to leverage Instagram for their own promotion. With the human beings in a desire to capture important life defining moments and celebrate them by sharing pictures with their friends. So, needless to say, this defining moments have some brand or the other associated with them. For example, acquisition of a Volkswagen car, a new nakshatra diamond necklace, or you can say a trip to foreign land through they through say Cox and Kings. Instagram is distributed through the Apple App Store and Google Play, a Windows Phone Store, and it is just fast emerging as the most popular photo and video sharing application in terms of downloads ahead of YouTube. Image driven data and photo sharing applications are being used by the marketers for a wide range of activities. Um, we can say that image driven or data or photo sharing applications are being marketed, and it is going to be used as a product demos highlighting special offers, events, or product differentiation, and it is going to be used as an enhanced brand awareness. The brands are very active on Instagram because on the instant it can connect and offered by the visual mediums. These brands include Levi's, Red Bull, Nike, among several others. So we are already leading towards the conclusion part. Before go to the conclusion, I just want to explain about the application in the Indian diaspora. So in the Indian diaspora, applications are working in many type of, you can say in many uh, sectors. Applications are used for the social media engagement. Applications are used for the financial transactions. Applications to facilitate circulation of news. Most of the time we are having the e-newspaper or something. Application to circulate, uh, you can use for the social networking. If you want to create a good networking system for yourself, then you can use the social media. Application to order food, as we know there are some of the examples and we are using it like Swiggy, Zomato, etc. The next one is application to improve workplace productivity. As we want to improve our productivity, now we are using the Google Classroom, we are using the Meet, you can say Zoom. These are the softwares what we are using it just to improve the workplace productivity. Now people are working from work from home just to increase the productivity, and they are just putting their hard work while sitting at home. They need not to come to the office every day, and they need not to pay any extra amount for the transportation. Application to download books. Now we are looking for a like Kindle is a good example. So now people are not going for the hard papers, they are going for the e-books, e-papers. The next is application to create content. There are so many applications, like we can say that um, like the Instagram there is a meme creator is there. In YouTube we can create a reel, and there were so many Chinese applications that were banned because of the security issues. Application to circulate TV shows. Now we are having so many types of OTT platforms, you can say, on the Netflix, Amazon, and other different parts of the different varieties of platforms. The basic reason of uh, creating that particular OTT platform is to share the knowledge, is to share the particular particular um, movies or serials, whatever the consumers are willing to see that. So we are now moving towards the conclusion part of the digital or contemporary digital revolution. So digital revolution is about to enter in more challenging territory, as we have understood by this one. Many companies are currently incorporate game machines mechanics into their brand, and they are going to develop, or you can say design, to deliver brand rated online experiences. The basic reason of developing the brand experiences or online experience to create a effective and efficient communication between the customer, or you can say among the customers. So to keep up with the times and meet consumers needs, companies are also focusing on delivering brand experience to consumers. Playing games offline and online using the mobile application or the use of application both online in the mobile are becoming rampant. So we can suggest that whenever the applications are used, it is like for the monetization of the games or application, it is the next logical step by the marketers. India is one of the biggest mobile markets in the world in terms of the sheer mobile penetration. And the fact that mobile has turned to be the first device for a significant number of Indian audience to access the internet. As I have suggested that mobile gaming too is phenomena catching up in India. Mobile games and applications in India are expected to be 27,000 crore at the end of the 2023. So, as per the records, as per the data, we understand that more than 50% of mobile internet traffic and paid content revenues come from smartphones. So, dominated by Google and app stores. Therefore, it is important for researchers and scholars and academicians to explore the convergence of gamification, social media, brand application for marketing the products and the services. Just to highlight few of the other points related to the gamification, we have a good example of Lok Sabha election 2014 and 2019. These were the good example of how the social media tools have been used for the polling or for the election. In the similar way, just to highlight few of the points of the gamification, we are just going with the just few of the you can say instances where we can understand how gamification has impacted the marketer. Consumer expectations have evolved. For instance, if we were going to understand this, travelers expect a few taps on a smartphone app to deliver a full implementation or the full complement of airline service. Similarly, net banking applications allow consumers to complete their banking transaction using mobile devices. When a consumer decides to make a purchase, or we can say he or she will venture online to search for information, marketers have learned to preempt consumer expectation and his or her search behavior. By optimizing search positioning for their products, companies can make sure their products end up with the consumer choice set. Search marketing is becoming one of the biggest media outlays. Companies have well directed digital marketing campaigns in place, making efforts use of websites and social media channels. By trying to promote consumer advocacy and evangelism through the proliferation of positive consumer-generated content. So subsequently, it is the monetization of these games and apps. It is the next logical step marketers are chasing. However, the market matures. There will be uh, you can say a natural transition from greater adoption of the paid versions. As the rise of technology have interacted, like the interaction represents an opportunity to provide something extraordinary to the consumers through vigorous software development, programming, increased data and access retrieval and interface possibilities. With this, I just want to conclude the um, contemporary digital revolution has impacted every part of the industry, every part of the sector, and it is going to be impactful in the daily life of the human. So to keep up with the times and the meet customer needs, companies are also focusing on delivering brand experiences to consumers. So thank you so much for listening me, for the patience listening. I hope you have enjoyed my lecture. It has been great privilege and responsibility to to give this lecture on the contemporary digital revolution. I will take a leave and thank you very much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you.